What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, back in the place to be, and welcome back to EverQuest 2. This is Stormhold, one of my favorite early game dungeons here in EverQuest 2, and we're just gonna go and see what we can find. Now, I've already recorded a video for Stormhold, but it was from the perspective of a high-level character, so I was just kind of walking. What the heck? I was just kind of walking around and showing you guys some of the rooms and giving you guys some lore and some history of the zone. Here, we're actually in the zone at the appropriate level. Holy crap. Oh my god, it just happened to me. So, no! So if you go back and watch my old video, the thing I said about Stormhold was it was so freaking easy to get lost and lose your group. I have lost my... Okay, I found them. Wait, they're over here. They're actually in this room. Now, luckily, I know this... Like, when it comes to, like, zones, like, I know this zone, like, 8 out of 10. Like, I really know Stormhold, but I still get lost because a lot of these rooms just look the same. And if you do, like, one wrong move and you look at one wrong wall, you are going to be lost. And being lost is only half of it. As soon as you're lost, you're gonna see a mob. That mob is going to attack you. It's not gonna be good. Alright? But here we are in this little room here. This is the handmaiden room. This is so freaking cool, man. Because like I said, I did a video on this, kind of describing the feeling of this zone when the game launched. And this is like, this is what it is. Everything is like, this is the way it was when the game launched. So this is the handmaiden room here. I don't know if I have the quest to do this. I don't have the quest to do this. So this is the handmaiden room here. And basically what I said in the... whatever. I'll go ahead and ruin my other videos' chance of getting any views by telling you what I was saying in that video. But in this room right here, this is where the handmaidens hid when all of the zombies and things attacked. But as you can see, we just killed them, so they didn't escape being zombified. I'm in this group here with Necromancer, Warlock, Fury, Inquisitor, Paladin, and then myself. And this is how you get lost, man. All these walls don't really have any really descriptive features. Here's the archery room over here. You really just have to know the zone. Oh man, you were red, huh? You were red and you were wrecking our tank. Let's get a heroic opportunity going. Focus on whoever the tank is focusing on. Wow, this is a lot of HP here. Let's make sure our mana is up to snuff. Wow, let's do Medusa's Gaze, which is basically a stun. That'll help mitigate a little bit of DPS that our tank is taking. Didn't go off, we'll do it again. Didn't go off because the enemy died, not because of any weird bug. Make sure our mana's up to snuff. Down you go. So that was a boss there. Look at this big chest. You don't really want to open these right away until your group is ready, because a lot of these have really legit traps on them. I don't really care about that. Shenanigans. Okay, so this is the archery room over here. Look at this thing. It's all caved in. So your character like ducks a little bit because of the ceiling being caved in. This is what I'm talking about, guys. When I talk about EverQuest 2, people don't know, like, FG, this game is old as dirt. Yes, it is. But there's so much to this game that people just haven't been able to experience because, you know, WoW came around and WoW destroyed this game. Like, let's be real. But that doesn't mean this game was bad. It just means that it had bad timing. Alright. Where are we going? Just gonna stick with that group, but it looks like we're going back upstairs here. I guess that boss is like, no, we need to go back upstairs where it's a little lower level. They're actually on voice speak. So here in EverQuest 2, anyone know any other instances of this level? No, we're here at the right place, buddy. We're here at the right place. They're on voice chat, so I can't be in there and record the video, unfortunately. But I think we're fine. If we just stay up here in the upper levels, we don't really have to worry too much. Wish I knew what they were saying. Because there's nothing wrong with Stormhold at this level. Absolutely nothing. But it looks like we're leaving? Oh, don't leave. Okay, so we're just gonna go into the next instance. So that's fine. Good idea, ladies and gentlemen. Good idea. Because right now we are definitely in the right zone for our level. But what we'll try to do, if it's allowed, is try to go inside Stormhold 2 as opposed to Stormhold 1. This way, but it all depends on the server architecture, because the server will decide if it needs a separate Stormhold. So let's see. Yep. All right, Stormhold 2. Here we go. So I assume, like I said, since I'm not on voice chat, it looks like my team was kind of annoyed that there weren't a lot of mobs around because there were so many groups there. Look at this. This is a necromancer pet there. A little fae. This is a... Oh, sorry, gotta go. Gotta go. This way, fair adventure. All right, so let's go back down here and see what we can find. Good old Stormhold, man. This is brings back the memories. This guy's LFG. We have spot, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this? Yeah, it's 6 man. It's 6 man. A lot less people in Stormhold 2, which will be good for us. It's good and bad, right? Because those people that are in the group or that are in the instance with you, yeah, they're taking your experience points away a little bit, and they're making you work a little harder to find mobs, but they're also making it safer for you as well. So something you have to kind of think about, and you have to kind of weigh your options. Do you go into a zone that has less people, but you have no one clearing things out? Like, look at this. Look at all these ads. Now, if there was a bunch of groups in here, those ads would be cleared. Now, we don't need them in this instance, but you know, there might be a time where we're like, we would really appreciate someone else helping us clear this little area. But since these are all blues and greens, we're not gonna have any problems. So we are downstairs inside the chessboard area. Which is another really neat thing about EverQuest 2. The dungeons are so massive that you have to like have names for places. So this is a little chessboard. So this is the chessboard room. Pretty straightforward. Now, when you think about other MMOs that have dungeons that are just straight run-throughs, yeah, I guess you can call something the chessboard room in one of those, but you're only there for a second and you walk right through it. You don't spend a lot of time in those rooms. Here in EverQuest 2, you do. You do spend a lot of time in these little rooms. Wow. Our tank is getting pooped on for sure. Got a really good healer though. pulled a ton, so. Alright, so this is the chessboard room. Seen better days, of course. And I think over here is like a kitchen. Yep. Who didn't I tell you that FG knows this zone better than like anyone? This is kind of like a furnace, maybe. I'm still gonna call it a kitchen. Look at those pots and pans. This is definitely a kitchen. We got some wine bottles over there. Yes, this is a kitchen. And we need these scorched skeletons for a quest, so that's very good as well. And so if you wonder what the rhyme or reason is when it comes to going in, because a lot of people aren't used to these style of dungeons, right? Everyone's used to point A to point B, get the boss, get the loot, and get out, right? Oh god. Not quite here at EverQuest 2. A lot of this is just kind of going around, hitting the quests and hitting the bosses. So you want to make sure that you hit the bosses every time they're up. They're not always up. They do have placeholders. If you're not familiar with that terminology, basically a placeholder is, let's take that scorched skeleton right there in front of you. So when something spawns in this little spot, it could either be a scorched skeleton, I'm making this up. It could either be that scorched skeleton or it could be Sir Scorch-a-Lot, right? And it's RNG based on who spawns. So in a day, there's a possibility that every single time it's killed, Sir Scorch-a-Lot never spawns. Or there's a possibility that every single time it's killed, Sir Scorch-a-Lot always spawns, right? That's a placeholder, but you have to clear the placeholder out of the way for the next spawn to occur. So that's kind of what a placeholder is. So sometimes you go into a room and you'll know that a boss is supposed to be standing there, and you're like, oh, it's a freaking scourging zombie here. So you have to kill this thing first in order to trigger the RNG for a boss to spawn. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So there's a lot to think about here in EverQuest 2 dungeons, and that's why you kind of run routes as well. So right now we're just kind of running a route. Not a real predetermined route, not a real, oh, look at this. There's a boss right there. So guess what? Oh god. Oh man. Guess who mezzed it? Guess who mezzed it? Guess who mezzed it? Alright, so let me tell you what happened there. So we cleared that chessboard, right? God, can we kill this thing first? So we cleared that chessboard and we triggered the boss from that placeholder. So now the boss has spawned because all of the potential spawns have been killed. So it triggered a chance for this guy to spawn. Also what happened is that the pets have really terrible pathing inside Stormhold, the worst pathing of all time. So instead of going intelligently back to your group, your pets will just like run all over the freaking zone and pull everybody back. And it's just it's stupid. It's really dumb. Pets shouldn't have any aggro if they have no aggro, if that makes any sense. But they do. So if your pet runs around the entire zone, he pulls everybody along with him. But don't worry, FG took it. I took care of that. That's why you have an enchanter in the group. I took care of that. Looks like we're going backwards, aren't we? This is a... This stupid golem's in my way. I can't even see anything. Back to the barracks. Just kind of move around here a little bit. I don't really like where I'm sitting. Alright, everything looks good. Okay. I'm trying to figure out Because it's been so long since I've actually quested in here at the appropriate level. So I'm trying to figure out what the best room is. But it might be fine. As far as I know, fighting greens and blues is like the best experience. Because you never really have to slow down, and you're never really in danger of dying. So this is really good for us. And it's helping us trigger our quests really quickly as well. Quick AFK by our healer. Should be okay. Are you gonna / follow anyone? No, not gonna follow anyone, huh? Guess what? Look what I can do. Once again, EverQuest 2! I can invis one of my teammates. Oh, I took care of it. Oh, I took care of it. These types of things just don't exist anymore in MMOs. Like they don't think about fluff. Like they just don't think about these types of things anymore. Oh God, did I just like screw myself up? Ah, here we are inside the well room. Man, when you fall down there, it's not good for you. Not good for you at all. This bad boy goes all the way to the bottom. There's gnolls down there. It's not friendly. But yeah, like things like C-Invis and vising teammates, illusions, they just like don't exist anymore in games. Like people, MMO developers, they're only focusing on combat nowadays. Combat raids. If it doesn't help you in combat, if it's not raid focused, they don't even put it in the game anymore. And I think it's a shame. Like I have, even here at level 18, I have abilities that are just for fun. Like I have an ability that makes my team dance. I have an ability that makes my team wave. Oh God, dude, don't you know that our, God, I can't see anything. This is another really sucky thing. Oh my God. Another really sucky thing is that a mere table can block your vision sometimes. Our tank is doing super well though, even without heals. Our healer's back. Alright, we're good. Master Strike on you. Let's give Goldie here some more drink. Hold up. Hey, Goldie. Goldie. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Dang it. I gotta catch him. Ah, screw him. He's running low on water. And you can kind of tell it because his power is like one of the lowest every single time. There you go, buddy. Just take some of that. It's all yours. Take some. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. All right. I craft that stuff, so it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, there's a boss right there. I did not mean to cast Mez. That made no sense. All that did was just increase my aggro. I'll drop it. What's in the big chest? Ooh. Nothing that I can use. Okay. 9 more kills. I just jumped right in front of that thing. 9 more kills and we'll have this quest completed. That looks freaking awesome. Say what you want about EverQuest 2, but I think the game, you know, graphically, yes, it looks dated, but I do think that it still looks good in certain places. Like, this is fine. Like, to me, this is just fine. It looks like a broken down castle. It gets the job, it gets the point across. I don't need it to look like Black Desert to have a good time. Would I want it to look like Black Desert? Sure, why not? I'll take that. I'll take it. But it's okay that it doesn't. Look at Goldie's mana now that he's starting to drink water. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. We're just assisting our tank here. Make sure that we keep on proccing heroic opportunities. Something people forget all the time. Essentials out of power. Who is he? He's our Inquisitor. He's one of our healers. So it's definitely a big deal. Somehow he just got all of his mana back. I don't know how that happened. Talked all that trash about me knowing so much about the game. I have no idea how he got it. Oh, he must have gotten a blue bar. So once you fill this blue bar all the way up and it resets back down, you get all of your mana and your HP back. Ooh, collecties. Collectors! Mid-ding, mini-ding, yeah. Alright, so let's see if we go to a different room. If not, we'll go ahead and call the video. Because this is basically EverQuest 2. So instead of going, you know, from point A to point B in a dungeon like World of Warcraft or like Final Fantasy 14 or anything like that, you basically go from point A to point B, from point B to point C, from point C to back to point A, back to point B. And you just kind of run routes inside the dungeon. That's kind of what we're doing here. So we're back up here at the top level. And, oh, you went to go use the bathroom. That's fine. That is fine. I have about 15 minutes left. Yeah, this is a good place to stop it. Like I said, I've showed off Stormhold before in a previous video, so if you want to kind of see the entire dungeon of Stormhold and my thoughts about the game and the things that kind of happen in certain rooms and the lore behind everything, check out that video, Dungeon Hopper on Stormhold, EverQuest 2. I'm going to call this video from here because basically what we're probably going to do for the next 15 minutes before... Who's leaving? Who are you? You're just a necromancer. We don't care if you leave. JK. What we're probably going to just continue to do is just run routes over and over and over and just run circles as we gain levels and look for bosses and things like that. So that's what we're going to do. No need to keep showing you that. But this is Stormhold. We're back. Let's do a /2 real quick because this is 14 players in Stormhold 2. That is really freaking good. When you think about the fact that we left Stormhold 1 to come to Stormhold 2 to avoid all the crowd, and there's 14 people in here as well, that's really good. That's 2 groups plus, you know, this guy and probably someone else is kind of hanging out there. 3 groups is a really good. 4 groups is kind of crowded, but it's always good to have groups in here with you. I actually prefer to have groups than no groups. But that will do it. Another one of my favorite little areas here. We'll grab this quest. Look at this. Look at this mirror. Look at this mirror. It works. It works. 2005, everybody. 2005. All right, guys. This is Stormhold, EverQuest 2. I'm FG, and I'll see you in the next dungeon. We're going to go through all the EverQuest 2 vanilla dungeons as much as I possibly can. Yes. I cannot wait to show you guys Runny Eye. Cannot wait to show... Oh, there's so many freaking really cool dungeons later on. I won't spoil it, but we'll see you then. Later.